Leave.
Oh, I'm back.
Oh, fuck. I thought you left.
I'm just kidding. I gotta go. Alright, later, bro.
Later, bro. Now, what is this? What is this? I'm gonna keep saying I'm leaving. If the price is gonna keep going.
Go, 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 go. Little bump.
$58.2, almost $3.
$300.
Oh, fuck! Sorry, Sid. Damn, that fucking hurt.
Gentlemen, in the mix.
Oh, Sid, are you okay? You okay? We're gonna go to sleep soon, Sid. We're gonna go to sleep. Ron, you're here every day watching the streams, bro. What do you mean? How do you know when to switch sides? You're here watching the stream, man. Don't you, bro? We go through it every stream, every trade for the past fucking 5 years, man. Just the past 3 trades, bro. You see me go over it 100 times, man. What do you mean? What do you mean, Ron? Unless there's another Ron Shecklerson.
Bit cheating.
Oh my god, this coffee. Okay, I'm drinking this coffee. It's good. Yeah, Ron, don't be that guy. Listen, the reason why so many people like Market Cypher is because it's fucking simple. Like, it's fucking the waves, the curves, starting to curve down, they curve down, they're going up, they're going up. It's the same shit every day. He loves the fucking truck. And, he had a good time. Apparently, he, apparently took one of the old girls from the dealership out that night. So he pulled got a brand new, expensive, badass GMC loaded Sierra and pulled a little piece of ass from the dealership. So he's happy.
Boom! It's going down.
All you need is basic strategy. Just basic strategy, man. And you know, there is experience too. There's experience with seeing patterns like the third money flow wave and shit, and you know. I'm gonna go get some sleep, and I gotta go lay down. I'm gonna get some sleep. But good shit, and I'll see you guys later. Good night.
inspired by State Farm's surprisingly great rates.
It's so cheap, yeah.
Wanna go up. It's going up. I mean,
Shop today and save at City Mattress during our pre-Black Friday sale.
up again.
What's going on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of Crypto Zombie. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having an excellent start to your weekend. We did have a little bit of a slide. We were talking about Bitcoin in this rising wedge formation. We did break to the downside. We were having a little bit of support right here on this red line, but if I actually zoom in right now, you can actually see right here with your own eyes that Bitcoin actually is having the previous support acting as resistance. Now, Bitcoin did get down to the $55,500 level, so this was one of the areas that we were talking about. So is that it for the Bitcoin correction? Are we now looking to continue the bull run, or is there going to be some more sideways to potentially more downwards price action? Well, obviously you would expect there to be a bounce at some point. However, we can see there is some fear, obviously, in the crypto markets. Fear and greed index reading a 34, showing that we are now in the fear territory. Now, you may have heard be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful. So is now the time to be diving in and buying Bitcoin? Was this the dip we were waiting for, or is there more to come? In today's video, we're going to actually keep this super short and sweet, and I actually mean it this time, because I do have to get a lot of stuff done today, but I could not leave you guys hanging. So without further ado, let's get right into the charts. I don't want to waste any more of your time. You can see right here on the lower time frames, it's very apparent that Bitcoin has this downwards trend. Now, if you do look right here, You are noticing some of this support acting as resistance. Keep in mind this is on the 30-minute. So, you know, is this looking a bit like a kind of a head and shoulders pattern? Are we looking to break to the upside? It is possible, guys, but this is on the lower time frame. So what you want to look is actually at the larger time frame. Zoom out a little bit, and what you can see right here on the daily is we have fallen below the 50 daily moving average, which of course is this yellow line right here. Now, if we actually put on the rest of the chart, you can see that we are on the heart line of this ascending wedge right here. So that is probably what's providing a little bit of support. However, historically speaking, Bitcoin will often look to seek that next moving average, which is currently the 100 sitting at exactly 53,391, which was our red level of support that we drew back here, right? You can see, and if we follow this all the way over, that's exactly where the 100 is sitting right now, which would actually put us toward the bottom of this sort of ascending wedge again, which you could say potentially that maybe up here what we were having was actually a fake out, right? But having a look at our long-term historical Bitcoin chart, this is the most important chart. This is the biggest trend that we have, and you can see that we are still intact. In fact, the 50 weekly moving average acted as amazing support down here, and it does coincide exactly with the bottom of this triangular pattern that we were putting in. So it wouldn't be, you know, impossible to see Bitcoin come down to those levels again, maybe even touch $50,000, and that would make the previous resistance act as support and would also have our legacy trend line as well. So to answer your question, is this move over? Well, it is a little bit in the middle of the move right now. It's kind of hard to say. We're not back above the resistance as support, but we also haven't found some solid support at the bottom. So I personally think that potentially maybe even over the next week, we could have a little bit of a rebound. We might go sideways, but there is still that potential chance for Bitcoin to reclaim this legacy trend. And in the meantime, you may see some of the altcoins get dragged down. But if Bitcoin does continue to go sideways, the way that we spoke about in a few videos ago, then alt season could potentially take off. And as far as, once again, you know, this whole double top thing, look, guys, we've never seen a double top in Bitcoin. We've always seen mass euphoria, right? There's always a chance that we come down here, we have a major reset, you know, but people talking about $30,000 Bitcoin, $25,000 Bitcoin, you can't start talking about those levels until you lose other levels. Anyone saying those numbers right now is just guessing. They're just saying things to maybe get attention or get views. The reality is we are still in an uptrend. We have not broken our critical support. So as far as I'm concerned, we are still in an uptrend. We are still in a bull market. But that being said, I'm not 100% convinced that what we're seeing is the total final amount of the pullback. Now, this doesn't mean that Bitcoin can't rally into the weekend and into Monday, but I do think we may have sort of a boring sideways choppy movement, you know, somewhere so we can come back to this line before having a blast off. So to answer the question, if you're not exposed to Bitcoin and you don't own any Bitcoin, well then of course the dip is an amazing opportunity to buy. But like I said, I'm not convinced that the dip is over just yet. In fact, when I first came back to the channel after the 2 months that I was very busy doing a lot of things, you guys know one of the immediate things that I said was we had a massive rally, but there was that chance that we would come back down to some of those previous levels. You have to understand that when you're looking at a market, I know that the day-to-day, you know, charts can get you guys, you know, really riled up and crazy, but at the end of the day, what you really want to do is you want to validate the trend. You want to validate the fact that there was the accumulation here. You want to validate the fact that this trend is still in support. So if we do see, even for, I mean, you could, I know people don't want to hear this, but because everyone's calling for this $100,000 Bitcoin by the end of the year, I still have a $75,000 potential target by the end of this year, but I could still see us come sideways and down here before blasting off. So ultimately what I'm trying to say is, you know, anything essentially from here down to around sort of $47,000, you know, this area right here is excellent accumulation for Bitcoin. Will we hit those levels? I don't know, guys. I'm not Nostradamus. I'm just looking at the charts, but it's possible, okay? But that being said, I don't see anything broken in the structure. I don't see any reason to be bearish. And if you are looking to accumulate, go in a little bit. Maybe you do 20% this week, 20% next week, and then you can kind of get a nice average buy-in price for Bitcoin, right? So like I said, that's basically the Bitcoin analysis. Even Jordan Lindsay pointed out, Bitcoin does have a history of every 4 years making a mid-cycle low in July, followed by a double wave into November, then becoming overvalued rapidly into the end of the year. So is it going to follow what it's followed every single time? Well, I'm going to actually just say no, I don't think it is, because we've already seen that this cycle is very different from the other cycles. In fact, if we base this on the 4-year cycle, then yeah, we're basically at the end of the bull run. But the way that the market structure has been forming with all the institutional investors, etc., it is just a very different market, right? And you can also see right here, so Checkmate BTC points out, short-term holder SOPR. He says at the very least one should be expecting a Bitcoin bounce right around now. You guys hear this all outside? Take a shot, right? No, don't take a shot. Well, it is Friday, I don't know, whatever you do on your weekend. But, so they say the SOPR has fallen below 1, which means top buyers are spending their Bitcoin at a realized loss. When top buyers capitulate, it is historically a local bottom. So it could be a great opportunity to actually long the bounce if you're interested, but I'm not convinced that we've officially put in the bottom just yet. Things could change. If we flip that resistance back into support, I will literally totally change my tune, but until we do, we're trapped in no man's land. All we can do is look at the resistances, look at the supports, look at the historical data, and look at what's happening on chain. And according to BitInfo charts, Bitcoin's third largest non-exchange whale has bought a total of 3,038 Bitcoin in batches for 4 consecutive days with an average price of approximately $59,744. So roughly $60,000, we've seen this massive buying. So what does this whale know that we don't? Obviously, they're accumulating at these levels, and we know how institutions work, right? They sell into strength and they buy into weakness, but we're seeing buying right now. So does this mean they're buying into the weakness? Are they saying that this is the weakness and that's it for Bitcoin? Not too sure, guys, but as I said, I do remain bullish overall. And Ethereum, I must say, is still looking much stronger than Bitcoin. In fact, if we actually draw this trend right here, okay, actually, I'm sorry, let me draw the trend right here. You can actually see that Ethereum is performing much better. It hasn't come down to the blue zone that we had right here, but what you can see is we did have a beautiful bounce off of this previous resistance right here, okay, and this level was right around $4,220. We talked about this level so many times on the channel, and it has found itself back above this support. So Ethereum is looking a lot better than Bitcoin short term. I think there is a lot of excitement and exuberance around, altcoins, specifically Ethereum and DeFi and things of that nature. So like I said, guys, this is why I was scaling more into Ethereum. Ethereum does look to be much stronger, short term at least, than the Bitcoin chart, right? So that's why Ethereum, like I said, I've been very focused on Ethereum. Ethereum is actually been very easy to trade as well if you guys are trading, which, friendly reminder, there is over $7,000 in bonuses below if you guys are interested. But I just want to talk about this one story super quick from Hillary Clinton. So she warned that the rise of Bitcoin and alternative coins could have a negative impact on the world economy. According to her, digital assets had grabbed the public's attention due to their interesting and somewhat exotic nature. However, they present a threat to the US dollar. She went further, claiming that their adoption can destabilize whole nations. So to actually fully quote her, she said, "One more area that I hope nation-states start paying greater attention to is the rise of cryptocurrencies, because what looks like a very interesting and somewhat exotic effort to literally mine new coins in order to trade with them has the potential for undermining currencies, for undermining the role of the dollar as the reserve currency, for destabilizing nations, perhaps starting with small ones but going much larger." So you may think that this is a bit of a fear tactic, but it sounds more like she's the one who's scared. And this is kind of sort of what Bitcoin was designed to do. It was designed to be the people's money, right? Especially in these third world countries where 66% of them don't even have access to a bank account. But guess what? They have a phone and they can connect to Wi-Fi or cellular data, and through that, they can have Bitcoin, they can have a currency. So yes, Bitcoin is a threat, and in fact that is good because that is what it is designed to do. Now I'm not saying I want the dollar to fall tomorrow, but what I am saying is This is not as negative as it looks. This is showing that they are scared. This is showing that they realize the potential and they see what's happening. It's not even just the potential, it's what's happening right now. So let me know what you guys think about that. I am curious, what are you guys doing right now? Are you buying? Are you selling? Are you getting into altcoins? You buying the dip? You longing? You shorting? What are you doing right now? Personally, it is a little bit of no man's land right now. It's kind of hard to tell what's going to happen. Wait for confirmation on a break to the upside or the downside. Look for that support. Look for that resistance flipped into support. But that being said, the trend is your friend. Bitcoin's looking good. Ethereum is looking even better. And some of these altcoins could be looking to start a massive rally soon. So that's it for me today, guys. I hope you actually literally enjoyed my shorter video today. Have a great start to your weekend. I will see you tomorrow. And of course, if you are looking to trade on leverage, please make sure that you are safe. Use the test account first. And if you have no idea what you're doing, most importantly, watch these videos popping up right here, right now. And until next time, that's it, guys. Enjoy, stay crypto, and of course, peace out.
University of Phoenix is awarding up to $1 million in new scholarships this month. If you've been waiting for an opportunity to go back to school, it's time to stop waiting. See what scholarship you may qualify for at phoenix.edu.
A fitness
Alright, people. Let's take a break, okay? Let's take some break. It's time to relax and let it chill, boy. Shut up and chill. This is the crash coming. I don't know. Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu. Shiba. Shiba. Shiba Inu. Way. Shiba. Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu.